I'm the remix artist you know as I'ma Say Remix. Surprise, I'm a girl. I know a lot of you out there thought I was a guy, but don't worry, this is the last time I'm going to bring that up. Today is going to be my first non-musical video.
So what happens in this thing?
I'm going to go behind the scenes and tell you how I made one of my most popular remixes, the Pitch Meeting remix.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Oh, his catchphrase is tight, tight, tight. Wow, 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 wow.
If this goes well, I'll do more of these. I'll definitely do one for the Everybody So Creative remix.
People are gonna love it.
If you're ready, so am I, so let's get this thing started. I really like the Pitch Meeting series, so I thought it would be cool if all the Pitch Meeting catchphrases were put together in one song.
Sick!
So being a remix artist, I thought, hey, why don't I do it? Alright, so this remix is mostly based on the Pitch Meeting 100th episode. That is the Pitch Meeting, and in that episode there was a sketch where Ryan tells how the whole Pitch Meeting concept came together. I could have had Ryan say all his catchphrases in no particular order, kind of like a listing, but that really would have been super easy, barely an inconvenience. A little too easy. So I decided to challenge myself and actually arrange the clips in an order that made sense, so that they told a story. And that story is a story in which the remix tells how itself came to be. So I was thinking if I just take the word video or series and substitute the word song in there, let's move on to something else. I know that some of the catchphrases I included you might not necessarily consider them to be catchphrases, like for example, oh really?
Oh really?
If I just walked up to you out of context and said, oh really, you wouldn't necessarily associate that with the Pitch Meeting series, but if you've been paying attention, almost every time after Ryan says super easy, barely an inconvenience, it's followed up with, oh really? So that's why I included it. And there's several other examples like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I got several comments saying it must have taken a long periodically time for me to find all the clips for this video. And actually, no, it didn't. If you think about it, Ryan says most of these catchphrases in most of his videos.
You're just using the same format and the same catchphrases over and over again.
So there's plenty of examples and they're easy to find. The hard part was arranging them in an order that made sense. So I made a list of Ryan's most popular Pitch Meeting catchphrases. Then I went through multiple videos recording multiple instances of him saying those catchphrases.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
I recorded 2 samples of the whoops whoopsie catchphrase.
Whoops, whoopsie.
And when I arranged them next to each other in my DAW, it just so happened that they went whoops whoopsie, whoops whoopsie.
Whoops, whoopsie. Whoops, whoopsie.
Or at least that's what it sounded like to me. I don't know about you.
I don't know either.
I didn't even plan that. But when I heard it, I was like, that's definitely got to go in the song.
We need to put that in the song.
In another example, Ryan goes, oh, his catchphrase is tight.
Oh, his catchphrase is tight.
Have you ever noticed that whenever Ryan says something or other is tight, he goes, tight? When Ryan did that long, oh, I thought, that kind of sounds like singing. Let me see what I can do with that.
So let's try and do that into something.
So I ended up arranging it so that it said,
super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, his catchphrase is tight.
But I still needed just a little bit more to fill out the rest of the hook. In the Breaking Bad Pitch Meeting episode, Ryan goes, tight, tight, tight.
Tight, tight, tight.
Just like Tuco.
Tight, tight, tight.
So I added that to that line in the hook so it would fill up the rest of the space. I'm sorry my hands are so big.
That's okay.
Once I got that one part of the song together, it was time for me to find an instrumental backing track or a beat. Remix artists like Shmo Yo-Ho or Pogo make their own music. Unfortunately, I don't have that gift.
I don't think so.
I have a whole biblioteca full of beats that I've either bought or acquired in some way. So anyway, I just open up my library of beats, I play the sample that I've put together in my DAW, then I just start playing different beats behind the sample until something clicks. When I heard the beat Lemonade by Anyway Well, I knew instantly that was it. Super easy, barely an inconvenience, fit right into it. I was so lucky to find that line that says, so you really think this will be a hit around the world?
You really think this is going to be a huge hit around the world?
That was like chef's kiss perfect.
If you say so.
If I'm making a remix and the chorus repeats multiple times, I like to switch it up every single time so it doesn't get boring. The super easy, barely an inconvenience part repeats twice, so between those two repetitions I put a wow, wow, wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
So in the first one I put wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
In the third one I put wow, 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 wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
In the second instance of the hook, I did something totally different from the other two instances, which was I started off with
Tight, 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 tight.
and instead of using the wow catchphrase, I used the I don't know catchphrase.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got several comments about autotune, and for the record, there is no autotune on Ryan's vocals. However, I did hire a background singer to sing the words at the same time Ryan was saying them, and there is autotune on his vocals. I found 2 examples of Ryan saying super easy, barely an inconvenience in a language other than English, and that was Spanish
Super fácil, apenas una inconveniencia.
and Italian.
Super easy, bella non ho cavini.
So obviously those had to be in the song. Let's talk about the Italian. Ryan says super easy, bella non ho cavini.
What does that mean?
When it came time to make the subtitles for the video, I wanted to get the spelling of this bella non ho cavini word correct.
That's super important.
So I googled it based on how I thought it was spelled. Couldn't find anything.
Oh, dang it.
But I took a little bit of Italian in college, so I spelled it a few different ways based on my knowledge of Italian. And finally, I found something. A tweet from Ryan himself, and he spells it this way. So then I took that spelling and plugged that into Google, and I only found the tweet from Ryan and some Reddit post. There were no other entries with this word whatsoever. So I'm thinking he must be spelling it wrong.
Iridocyclitis.
But I totally get it. Maybe he had an Italian grandparent who said this to him many times, but he never really understood exactly what they were saying or how to spell it.
There's a language barrier.
The Spanish, on the other hand, checked out just fine. During the time I'm waiting for the singer to get back to me with the vocals, that's the time I used to compile the video. When I was making the song, I had to take the audio, chop it up, and rearrange it, and now I need to do the same thing to the video and sync it back up to the audio. Here's a little tip for you. When you're syncing the audio back up to the video, you don't have to use the audio and the video from the same clip. You can mix and match them. In other words, you can take the audio from one clip and the video from another clip and sync them together.
I didn't know you could do that.
As long as the audio and the video are saying the same thing, they should sync back up even if you gotta tweak it a little bit. That's what I did here.
Wow, 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 wow.
And I also did it in my Michael Rosen Hot Food remix. This trick works great when you have a clip where the audio is good but the video not so much. It also works good when you have an audio clip that you want to use but the person wasn't on camera when they said it. That happened quite a few times in this remix because of how Ryan shoots his videos. I'll let him explain it.
If I let the audio of one version of me play over the footage of the other me, then it's really gonna blend together. Oh, is that how you do it? Right, because it's like, well, I'm hearing one guy, but I'm seeing the other, so there must be 2 people.
I thought it would be interesting to show how Ryan changed over the time he's been doing pitch meeting, so I tried to find a variety of different clips. Some of them he was bearded, some he was clean shaven, sometimes he had long hair, and sometimes he just had a fresh haircut. And then I also found some clips of when he first started doing pitch meeting and he looked really young. In other news, this isn't me.
Oh, really?
She's an actress on a website I used. I'm not saying the name, but you could probably figure it out. The piano and violin are just stock footage and images that were superimposed over Ryan's clip, like this. Once I get the vocals back from the singer, I create my final mix, sync that back up to the video, add any subtitles or graphics or titling, then I add my logo, export it, and that's it. And now here's the new and improved mix. Enjoy!
3, 2, 1.
You have a movie for me. I don't care.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Oh, his catchphrases tight, tight, tight.
Wow, 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 wow.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Oh, his catchphrases tight, tight, tight.
If you say so. So, you have a new song for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's based on a video series about pitch meeting. So what happens in this thing? So I was thinking I could make a song where a screenwriter guy pitches movies to a studio executive guy. How come? Because that works. Yeah, the screenwriter guy could have like a little catchphrase. Like what? Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, I won't. Did you forget to come up with some? Yeah.
Whoops, whoopsie. Whoops, whoopsie.
Oh my god. I could have the producer guy say that things are tight all the time.
Tight.
Wow.
Oh, his catchphrases.
I don't know. Very not.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Oh, his catchphrases. Tight.
Now you're getting it. Super easy. Oh my god, that is the catchphrase? Pretty catchy, right? Actually, no. Oh, no. That's not catchy at all. Oh, you don't think so? No, that's like super long to type. Hey, shut up. That's not the kind of thing that people are gonna take the time to write in our comment sections. Listen, sir, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back. Well, okay then. Let me get off of that thing. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much. What is going on? Super fácil. Apenas una inconveniencia. Wait, what? What does that mean? Unclear. Oh, dang it. So, what do you think? Well, I mean, it sounds like a pretty good time. I'm all for it. But you really think this is gonna be a hit around the world? That's what we're going with.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Oh, his catchphrases. Tight.
Wow.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Oh, his catchphrases. Tight.
Yeah, it is. I must say,
So, how did you guys like this video? Did you like that little look under the hood? Do you want to see more?
well, it sounds like it could be fun for like 3 or 4 episodes, I guess.
A like on this video will let me know that. It's almost like that's what it's for. If you have any questions about this remix that weren't covered in this video, leave a comment. And here's a list of all the other people who should leave a comment too. If you're a singer and you want to feature in one of my songs and star in the video, if you're a beat maker and you want me to make a song on one of your beats, if you're also a remix artist and you want to do a collab, if you have no talent at all but you like to lip sync, if you're an influencer and you want me to make a song about you.
Now you can put a real face with the voice. Do I look like what you expected?